Stick It, Episode 37. Open up to trust and time. You know the difference between talking to someone and actually letting them in? You can spend hours with a person, dinner, coffee, a whole weekend, and never once open up to them. And then there's that other person, the one you didn't expect, who somehow gets the real version of you before you've even decided to give it. Yeah. Today's phrasal verb is about that second person. Let me share with you a personal story. In Episode 4, we talked about opening up, sharing what you normally keep private. Today we go one step further, because there's a difference between opening up in general and opening up to someone specific. I have a friend, I'll call her Sara, who I've known for 12 years. For the first 4 of those years we were friendly. We met at work. We had lunch occasionally. We talked about work things, surface things, completely comfortable things. And then one afternoon, delayed at an airport for 6 hours, we ran out of surface things to talk about, and something shifted. She said something real, I said something real back, and by the time the flight was called, I had opened up to her in a way I hadn't with anyone in years. That was 8 years ago. She's still the person I open up to most. The airport did in 6 hours what 12 years of lunches hadn't managed. Opening up to someone isn't just about what you say, it's about who you're saying it to, and whether you trust them enough to let the real version land. Open up to means to allow a specific person into your inner world, to share your real thoughts, feelings, or fears with someone you trust enough to receive them. I've never opened up to anyone about this before. She slowly opened up to him over months of friendship. It's hard to open up to people you've only just met. And notice, open up to always has a person at the end. That's what makes it different from just opening up. Opening up is the action. Opening up to is the relationship. You choose who gets the real version. That choice is the whole verb. Let me share another example. Federico Fellini once said that he made films to open up to an audience of strangers, to say things he couldn't say in a room, to a person, face to face. For some people, the only way to open up to someone is indirectly, through art, through writing, through a podcast about phrasal verbs at 11 p.m. All of it counts: the airport, the film, the podcast. Trust finds its own form. Now it is your turn. Finish these sentences out loud, say them once, slowly, and repeat them several times. That's why it sticks. The person I find it easiest to open up to is I opened up to, and it changed something between us. I find it hard to open up to, even though I'd like to. In short, open up to, let a specific person into your inner world, share the real version of yourself with someone you trust. Sara got 6 hours at an airport and 12 years of friendship. Fellini got an audience of strangers and a camera. Both worked. Trust finds its own form. Next episode, Breakthrough. The plateau every learner knows, the moment the wall finally gives and what's waiting on the other side. See you there.